The Juryo chapter of the Lotus Sutra, often referred to as the lifespan chapter, unveils profound insights into the fundamental nature of all beings and the Buddha's eternal enlightenment. This pivotal teaching, embraced wholeheartedly by Nichiren Daishonin, serves as a gateway to eternity, revealing the inherent Buddhahood that resides within every life. Nichiren Daishonin, the 13th-century Japanese Buddhist reformer, placed immense emphasis on the Juryo chapter, asserting that its title, Namu Myoho Renge Kyo Nyorai Juryo Hun, encapsulates the essence of the Lotus Sutra's teachings. In his writings, he declares, Nyorai, in the broadest sense, means all humanity, but, in a stricter sense, it stands for my disciples and believers. The Juryo chapter unveils the profound truth that all beings, including Nichiren and his followers who chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, embody the eternal Buddha nature. This revelation stands in stark contrast to the conventional notion that Buddhahood is an attainment separate from one's present state. As Nichiren Daishonin elucidates, the culmination of this chapter is the attainment of Buddhahood in the remote past. Far distant past means unmoving, uncreated in its original state. The sutra itself proclaims, but good men, it has been immeasurable boundless hundreds, thousands, 10,000s millions of nayatas of kalpas since I in fact attained Buddhahood. Nichiren Daishonin clarifies that the I in this passage refers not only to Shakyamuni Buddha but to all living beings in the universe, each embodying the 10 worlds and the inherent Buddhahood that has existed since time immemorial. Furthermore, the Juryo chapter reveals the profound truth that the Buddha's enlightenment is not a singular event but an eternal reality that permeates the very fabric of existence. As Nichiren Daishonin expounds, attained means to open. All phenomena of the universe are opened, to reveal them as the Buddha inherently endowed with the 3 eternal properties. Being awakened to this is called Buddhahood. The sutra's metaphor of the skilled physician leaving behind a potent medicine for his ailing children holds profound significance. Nichiren Daishonin elucidates this good medicine. In the latter day of the law, it indicates Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. The Daimoku, or the invocation of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, is the remedy that awakens beings to their inherent Buddhahood, curing them of the afflictions of delusion and suffering. Nichiren Daishonin emphasizes the profound significance of this teaching for the present age, known as the latter day of the law, Mappo. He declares, now Nichiren and his disciples who chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo are the main subjects of the Juryo chapter. By embracing the Daimoku and the Lotus Sutra's teachings, Nichiren and his followers become the embodiment of the Buddha's eternal enlightenment, serving as the parents of mankind, who guide others toward liberation from the hell of incessant suffering. The Juryo chapter's profound revelations culminate in the notion of the Buddha's 3 great secret laws, which Nichiren Daishonin equates with the 5 characters of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. He states, in the final analysis, the 5 characters of Myoho Renge Kyo are synonymous with the phrase, the thus come one's secret and transcendental powers. Through his unwavering devotion to the Lotus Sutra and the Juryo chapter's teachings, Nichiren Daishonin sought to awaken humanity to the profound truth of their inherent Buddhahood. He encouraged his followers to chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, with the conviction that this sacred title encapsulates the very essence of the Buddha's eternal enlightenment, accessible to all beings in the present age. The Juryo chapter's revelations, as expounded by Nichiren Daishonin, challenge conventional notions of Buddhahood as a distant or unattainable state. Instead, it invites individuals to recognize and embrace their innate Buddha nature, embodied in the sacred Daimoku, and to embark on a journey of awakening that transcends the limitations of time and circumstance. In his treatise, Nichiren Daishonin asserts, for them, bodhisattvas taught by the Buddha in his provisional aspect, the theoretical teaching is primary and the essential teaching secondary, while for us the essential teaching is primary and the theoretical teaching is secondary. This distinction underscores the pivotal role of the Juryo chapter's revelations for those living in the latter day, when the theoretical teachings may no longer resonate with the needs of the people. Nichiren Daishonin clarifies that while the Juryo chapter conferred the benefit of reaping the harvest of emancipation for those who lived in Shakyamuni's lifetime, it is the 5 characters of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo that sow the seed of Buddhahood for those who would come in the future, that is, at the present time. This profound insight highlights the significance of the Daimoku as the essence of the Juryo chapter's teachings, capable of awakening beings to their inherent Buddhahood in this present age. Nichiren Daishonin emphasizes the transformative power of the Daimoku in overcoming the obstacles and delusions that plague humanity in the latter day. He states, Nichiren and his disciples who chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo extricate themselves from sutras that present delusive views and from the nets of families slandering the law. By embracing the Daimoku, one can overcome the attachments and misguided beliefs that obscure the recognition of one's inherent Buddhahood. The metaphor of the skilled physician's children falling into a poisoned state resonates profoundly with Nichiren Daishonin's understanding of the human condition in the latter day. He elucidates, distraught means to be deprived of breath. They are distraught because they lack the life of the Juryo chapter. They fall writhing to the ground indicates they fall into the hell of incessant suffering. However, Nichiren Daishonin assures that by chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, one can overcome this state of spiritual affliction and awaken to the eternal life inherent within. Nichiren Daishonin's unwavering conviction in the Juryo chapter's teachings and the transformative power of the Daimoku is further exemplified in his interpretation of the sutra's passage, I am the father of this world, saving those who suffer and are afflicted. He declares, now Nichiren and his disciples who chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo are the father of all living beings, for we save them from the torments of the hell of incessant suffering. This profound statement encapsulates Nichiren Daishonin's mission to guide humanity toward liberation from the cycle of suffering by awakening them to their innate Buddhahood through the Daimoku. Nichiren Daishonin emphasizes the profound significance of the Juryo chapter's teachings in discerning those who are truly practicing the way in the latter day. He states, in the final analysis, in the latter day of the law, the votaries of the Lotus Sutra are practicing the way, while slanderers are not. The way, for persons in the latter day, is the Lotus Sutra. By embracing the Lotus Sutra's teachings, particularly those encapsulated in the Daimoku, one embarks on the true path of enlightenment, transcending the limitations of provisional teachings. Throughout his writings, Nichiren Daishonin consistently underscores the profound significance of the Juryo chapter and its culmination in the 5 characters of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. He implores his followers to chant the Daimoku with unwavering faith, for it is the embodiment of the Buddha's eternal enlightenment, accessible to all beings in the present age, and the means to awaken to their inherent Buddhahood. One of the most profound metaphors explored by Nichiren is the sutra's depiction of the Buddha and his assembly appearing together on Holy Eagle Peak. He elucidates, this passage clearly reveals the actuality of a single thought moment comprising the 3,000 realms, which is contained in the essential teachings. The Gohanzen is the manifestation of this passage. The Gohanzen, a sacred mandala inscribed by Nichiren Daishonin, is seen as the embodiment of this pivotal teaching, representing the coexistence of the 10 worlds and the 3,000 realms within a single moment of life. Nichiren further expounds, together, indicates the principle of true reality that is unchanging and appear, indicates the wisdom of true being that accords with conditions. Together means the single thought moment, and appear, the 3,000 realms. This profound interpretation highlights the dynamic interplay between the eternal, unchanging reality of Buddhahood and its manifestation within the ever-changing conditions of existence. The Gohanzen serves as a visual representation of this profound truth, reminding practitioners of the inherent Buddhahood that permeates every aspect of their lives. Nichiren Daishonin also delves into the symbolic significance of the remotest past, mentioned in the Juryo chapter. He states, long-distant past has the meanings of not setting in motion, unadorned, and being just as it is originally. This concept challenges the conventional notion of Buddhahood as an attainment separate from one's present state, instead affirming the inherent, uncreated nature of enlightenment that has always existed. Furthermore, Nichiren elucidates the profound meaning behind the sutra's description of the Buddha as the father of this world, saving those who suffer and are afflicted. He declares, "Now Nichiren and his disciples who chant Nam-myoho Renge-kyo are the father of all living beings, for we save them from the torments of the hell of incessant suffering." This powerful statement encapsulates Nichiren's mission to guide humanity toward liberation by awakening them to their inherent Buddhahood through the practice of chanting Nam-myoho Renge-kyo. Moreover, Nichiren Daishonin emphasizes the profound significance of the Juryo chapter's teachings in discerning those who are truly practicing the way in the latter day. He asserts, in the final analysis, in the latter day of the law, the votaries of the Lotus Sutra are practicing the way, while slanderers are not. The way, for persons in the latter day, is the Lotus Sutra. By embracing the Lotus Sutra's teachings, particularly those encapsulated in the Daimoku, one embarks on the true path of enlightenment, transcending the limitations of provisional teachings. Throughout his writings, Nichiren Daishonin consistently underscores the profound significance of the Juryo chapter and its culmination in the 5 characters of Nam-myoho Renge-kyo. He implores his followers to chant the Daimoku with unwavering faith, for it is the embodiment of the Buddha's eternal enlightenment, accessible to all beings in the present age, and the means to awaken to their inherent Buddhahood. Through his penetrating insights into the Juryo chapter, Nichiren Daishonin unveils the profound truth that the attainment of Buddhahood is not a distant goal, but an ever-present reality inherent within every being. This realization stands in stark contrast to conventional Buddhist teachings that portray enlightenment as a state to be achieved through gradual cultivation and purification. Nichiren Daishonin asserts, "You should realize that the Juryo chapter's significance is to gain enlightenment as you are, remaining as the entity of a common mortal." This revolutionary perspective challenges the notion that one must transcend the human condition to attain Buddhahood, instead affirming that enlightenment can be realized within the very fabric of one's daily existence. This teaching resonates profoundly with the Juryo chapter's declaration, "But good men, it has been immeasurable boundless hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, millions of nayatas of kalpas since I in fact attained Buddhahood." Nichiren Daishonin clarifies that the I in this passage encompasses not only Shakyamuni Buddha but all living beings, each embodying the eternal Buddhahood that has existed since time immemorial. Furthermore, Nichiren Daishonin emphasizes the universal accessibility of this profound truth, stating, "Now Nichiren and my disciples who chant Nam-myoho Renge-kyo are the main subjects of the Juryo chapter." By embracing the practice of chanting Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, Nichiren and his followers become living embodiments of the Juryo chapter's revelations, manifesting the eternal Buddhahood that permeates all existence. This revolutionary perspective challenges the hierarchical structures and elitist tendencies that had permeated certain Buddhist traditions, where enlightenment was perceived as an exclusive attainment reserved for a select few. Instead, Nichiren Daishonin's teachings affirm the inherent dignity and potential for Buddhahood within every individual, irrespective of their social status, education, or spiritual background. The Juryo chapter's profound insights also resonate with the concept of the Buddha nature, Buddhadhatu, a fundamental tenet in Mahayana Buddhism that recognizes the innate capacity for enlightenment within all beings. However, Nichiren Daishonin's interpretation takes this concept a step further, asserting that Buddhahood is not merely a potential but an ever-present reality that has always existed. This understanding is encapsulated in Nichiren Daishonin's statement, "Attained means to open." All phenomena of the universe are opened, to reveal them as the Buddha inherently endowed with the 3 eternal properties. Being awakened to this is called Buddhahood. Rather than attaining a separate state of enlightenment, the path to Buddhahood lies in unveiling the inherent Buddha nature that has always been present within oneself and all phenomena. Nichiren Daishonin's revolutionary teachings, rooted in the Juryo chapter, challenge conventional notions of spiritual attainment and present a liberating paradigm shift. By embracing the practice of chanting Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, individuals can awaken to the profound truth of their inherent Buddhahood, transcending the limitations of their circumstances and realizing the boundless potential that resides within every aspect of their lives. Nichiren Daishonen's elucidation of the Juryo chapter's teachings extends beyond the metaphysical realm, offering profound insights into the practical application of these principles in daily life. His interpretations provide a roadmap for individuals to navigate the challenges and sufferings inherent in the human experience, empowering them to tap into the boundless wisdom and compassion that arise from recognizing their inherent Buddhahood. One of the central themes that emerges from Nichiren's writings is the transformative power of faith and belief in the mystic law, embodied in the sacred title, Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. He declares, "The Buddha endowed with the three enlightened properties, eternally, is the votary of the Lotus Sutra in the latter day of the law." His honorific name is Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. This forms the basis for the three great secret laws in the Juryo chapter. The three enlightened properties are attained through a single character. This is, believe. By cultivating unwavering faith and belief in the mystic law, individuals can awaken to the three enlightened properties of the Buddha: the property of the law, Dharmakaya, the property of wisdom, Prajñakaya, and the property of action, Nishandakaya. This realization empowers them to transcend the limitations of their circumstances and manifest the boundless potential inherent within their lives. Nichiren Daishonin further emphasizes the transformative power of faith in the mystic law by stating, "Therefore, if we take a dose of it, we will be quickly relieved of our sufferings and free from illness." This being the case, to take the great good medicine of the mystic law is to remove the sickness and pain of the worldly passions arising from the three poisons of greed, anger, and folly. By embracing the practice of chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo with unwavering faith, individuals can overcome the afflictions of greed, anger, and delusion, which are the root causes of human suffering. This profound teaching resonates with the sutra's metaphor of the skilled physician leaving behind a potent medicine for his ailing children, offering a path to liberation from the spiritual maladies that plague humanity. Moreover, Nichiren Daishonin's interpretations of the Juryo chapter shed light on the transformative power of perseverance and unwavering commitment to the mystic law, even in the face of adversity and persecution. He states, "Though the votary of the Lotus Sutra may be reviled and abused, he practices forbearance which removes the sickness of anger." This teaching resonates deeply with Nichiren Daishonin's own life, as he endured immense persecution and exile for his unwavering propagation of the Lotus Sutra's teachings. His example and writings inspire practitioners to cultivate the virtue of forbearance, remaining steadfast in their faith and practice, even in the face of opposition and adversity. Furthermore, Nichiren Daishonin's elucidation of the Juryo chapter's teachings offers profound solace and reassurance in the face of life's inevitable challenges and sufferings. He declares, "The varied sufferings of living beings are those of Nichiren." By embodying the compassionate spirit of the Buddha, who experiences as his own sufferings the sufferings of all beings, Nichiren Daishonin encourages his followers to embrace their struggles with empathy and understanding, recognizing them as opportunities for personal growth and spiritual awakening. Through his penetrating insights into the Juryo chapter, Nichiren Daishonin presents a profound and transformative vision of human existence, one that empowers individuals to tap into the boundless wisdom and compassion inherent within their lives. By embracing the practice of chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo with unwavering faith, perseverance, and compassion, individuals can transcend the limitations of their circumstances and manifest the eternal Buddhahood that resides within them, thus paving the way for a life of profound meaning, purpose, and liberation.